The 1960s, an era of rebellion, where rock and roll ruled youth culture and motorcycles became the ultimate symbol of freedom. This was the decade when speed wasn't just a number, it was a statement. Picture yourself on a sun-drenched back road, engines roaring, the smell of gas and burning rubber filling the air. Every motorcycle on today's list is more than a machine. It's a source of inspiration where engineering, design, and daring spirit collided. Now, join me as we count down the 15 fastest, most unforgettable motorcycles of the 1960s. Machines that defined a generation. Which one do you think will take the #1 spot? Stay tuned until the very end to find out. 1967. Moto Guzzi V7. The Moto Guzzi V7 marked a turning point for the Italian brand, introducing the transversely mounted V-twin engine to production motorcycles. Its 2 cylinders jutting out on either side not only gave the bike a distinctive look, but also improved cooling, a clever solution for long-distance touring. Its 703 cubic centimeter engine produced about 40 to 45 horsepower, good for a top speed of 105 miles per hour, with later versions reaching 110 miles per hour. Riders often describe the V7's character as planted and smooth, yet full of soul. The deep, throaty rumble from its dual exhaust invites you to twist the throttle just a bit more, feeling the perfect blend of mechanical power and the spirit of freedom. What makes the V7 legendary is not just its performance, but its philosophy, simplicity, durability, and a uniquely Italian charm. Today, it remains a prized collector's item, a reminder of an era when motorcycles were built like works of art, with every piece of metal serving a purpose. 1960, BSA Gold Star. The BSA Gold Star stands as one of Britain's most iconic motorcycles, a true masterpiece of craftsmanship. Its name comes from the Gold Star awarded to riders who surpassed 100 miles per hour at the Brooklands track, and this machine brought that achievement to everyday enthusiasts. Powered by a 500 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine producing around 35 horsepower, the Gold Star could hit the magic 100 miles per hour mark when properly tuned. Its lightweight Reynolds 531 steel frame gave it nimble handling, while its clean lines and gleaming chrome finish turned heads wherever it went. This was a motorcycle built for those who appreciated the finer details. Every nut and bolt was carefully assembled by skilled hands. But the Gold Star was more than just a pretty face. It carried an impressive racing pedigree, dominating Clubman TT events and becoming the go-to choice for privateers dreaming of conquering the Isle of Man. 1962. Norton Atlas. The Norton Atlas was Britain's bold answer to the growing demand for bigger, more powerful motorcycles. Its 745 cubic centimeters vertical twin engine produced about 50 horsepower, pushing the Atlas to a top speed of roughly 110 miles per hour, an impressive feat for the early 1960s. What riders loved most about the Atlas was its feel, the upright riding position, the throaty exhaust note, and the rock-solid stability at speed. Its robust frame made it both steady on the straights and agile through sweeping bends, making every ride an adventure. The Atlas also marked an important turning point for Norton, paving the way for the legendary Commando that would follow. To the youth of the 1960s, it was more than just transportation. It was a statement of freedom, a machine that growled with defiance. Today, the Norton Atlas is remembered as a cornerstone of British motorcycling, a bike that kept Norton relevant during fierce competition and continues to be cherished by collectors for its timeless design and unmistakable sound. 1960 BMW R69s. The 1960 BMW R69s represents the pinnacle of German precision and refinement. As the flagship of BMW's 2 Series, it featured a 594 cubic centimeter air-cooled boxer twin engine, producing 42 horsepower and a top speed of around 110 miles per hour. Thanks to the boxer layout, the bike had an exceptionally low center of gravity, offering superb balance even at high speeds. Its standout feature was the Earl's leading link front fork, which provided stability during hard braking and when carrying a passenger, making the R69s a favorite for long-distance touring. The shaft drive added legendary durability and low maintenance, further cementing its reputation for reliability. Visually, the R69s exuded classic elegance with its teardrop fuel tank, dual seat, and clean, purposeful lines. Owning one was as much about taste as it was about transportation. 1965 BSA Lightning. The BSA Lightning stands as one of the most defining British motorcycles of the 1960s, representing BSA's bold step into the high-speed era. Its 650 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine produced roughly 52 horsepower and pushed the Lightning to a top speed of 112 miles per hour, enough to thrill any rider chasing adrenaline. Its styling was unmistakable: a gleaming fuel tank, distinctive twin headlights, and chrome accents that demanded attention. The crisp bark of its exhaust and the engine's punchy character made every twist of the throttle an event. This was the bike built for the rebellious youth of the era, riders who craved thrills and wanted to make a statement. Balanced handling and strong performance made the Lightning as capable on city streets as it was on longer journeys. It became synonymous with Britain's rocker culture, evoking images of leather jackets, roadside cafes, and impromptu midnight races. 1960 JS7R Boy Racer. In the racing world of the 1960s, the AJS7R, affectionately nicknamed the Boy Racer, was the machine that fueled the dreams of countless young riders. This was not a flashy street bike, but a purebred racing machine. Its 350 cubic centimeters single-cylinder SOHC engine delivered around 40 horsepower and could reach nearly 115 miles per hour, an incredible feat for such a small displacement. The 7R's lightweight chassis made it razor-sharp in the corners, and its thumping single-cylinder soundtrack became the anthem of club racing across Britain. For privateer racers, it was the perfect choice: competitive, approachable, and easy to maintain. More than just a bike, the AJS7R was a stepping stone for a generation of riders who would go on to race at legendary events like the Isle of Man TT. It encapsulated the spirit of adventure, bravery, and the raw pursuit of speed that defined an era when racing was as much about heart as it was about horsepower. 1965 Velocette Venom Thruxton. The Velocette Venom Thruxton proved that a motorcycle could be fast, refined, and exclusive all at once. Named after the Thruxton circuit where it claimed numerous victories, this was the high-performance evolution of the Venom line. Its 500 cubic centimeter single-cylinder engine, fitted with a high-lift cam, larger carburetor, and close-ratio gearbox, produced around 41 horsepower and pushed the bike to a top speed of 115 miles per hour. What set the Thruxton apart was its perfect balance of power and precision. Its lightweight frame, and race-oriented controls made it a formidable companion on twisty roads, while its composure at high speeds made it a favorite for long-distance rides. With production numbers kept low, every Thruxton felt special, almost bespoke. Owners often describe the riding experience as a direct, visceral connection between rider and machine, a purity that modern motorcycles rarely replicate. 1968 Suzuki T500. At a time when many doubted the reliability of such engines, Suzuki introduced the T500 with its 492 cubic centimeter two-cylinder engine and advanced Posi-Force oil injection system, which drastically improved lubrication and engine life. The result was a bike that was both powerful and dependable, a rarity for a big two-stroke in that era. Producing around 47 to 50 horsepower, the T500 could reach about 115 miles per hour. Its lightweight chassis and 5-speed gearbox delivered smooth acceleration and nimble handling, making it a joy to ride on long stretches of road. Perhaps most importantly, the T500 marked Suzuki's evolution from a small displacement manufacturer to a serious global contender. It set the stage for legendary machines, like the GT750, and proved that Japan was ready to challenge European and American dominance. 1969 Yamaha XS1. The Yamaha XS1 was a landmark motorcycle that signaled Yamaha's bold entry into the large displacement category, taking the fight directly to British rivals. Rather than simply copying, Yamaha blended the elegance of British design with Japanese reliability and smoothness. Its 653 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine produced about 53 horsepower, giving the XS1 a top speed of 115 miles per hour, right on par with Triumphs and BSAs of the day. A 5-speed gearbox and electric starter, rare in this segment at the time, made the riding experience refined and accessible even to less experienced riders. The XS1's styling was sleek and understated, with a slim tank and meticulous finishing touches, making it one of Yamaha's most beautiful motorcycles. More than just a bike, it was a statement. Japan was ready to play in the big leagues. 1965 Harley-Davidson XLCH Sportster. The Harley-Davidson XLCH Sportster embodied the raw, unapologetic American spirit. This high-performance version of the Sportster line featured the 883 cubic centimeter Ironhead engine with higher compression and magneto ignition, producing a ferocious exhaust note and thrilling power delivery. With a top speed of about 115 miles per hour, it was among the fastest Harleys of its time. What made the XLCH legendary was its stripped-down design, the iconic peanut fuel tank, tall bars, and laid-back stance that became synonymous with the American biker image. It wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a rolling statement of freedom, built for endless rides down highways like Route 66. The XLCH became part of American pop culture, appearing in biker films and embraced by motorcycle clubs nationwide. For many, it was the machine that introduced them to the rebellious, free-spirited lifestyle of motorcycling. 1967 Royal Enfield Interceptor. The Royal Enfield Interceptor was one of Britain's most well-rounded motorcycles, blending power, comfort, and style in a single package. Its 736 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine produced around 50 horsepower, allowing it to reach a top speed near 117 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest British bikes of its day. What set the Interceptor apart was its versatility. It was powerful enough to thrill speed enthusiasts, yet smooth and balanced enough for long-distance touring. Its slim fuel tank, upswept exhausts, and relaxed riding position made it the perfect companion for cross-country adventures. Its classic styling, round headlamp, upright stance, and throaty exhaust note made it an icon of the 1960s ride-to-escape culture when young riders sought freedom and open roads beyond the city. 1967 Triumph Bonneville. Named after the legendary Bonneville salt flats, the bike featured a 650 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, producing around 46 horsepower and capable of a top speed of roughly 120 miles per hour, putting it right among the top performers of its era. Its design was simple yet striking: a teardrop fuel tank, low seat, bright chrome accents, and clean, elegant lines. This was the motorcycle that graced posters, magazines, and the dreams of speed-hungry riders everywhere. Movie stars and rock legends, including Steve McQueen, made the Bonneville part of their lifestyle, cementing its place in pop culture. Riders loved its balanced handling, smooth engine, and evocative exhaust note at high revs. It was equally at home as a fast machine or a companion for long, liberating rides. 1968 Norton Commando. The Norton Commando is often credited with saving Norton during the fierce competition of the late 1960s. Its 745 cubic centimeters parallel twin engine produced about 60 horsepower, giving it a top speed of around 120 miles per hour, making it one of Britain's fastest production bikes of the era. Its most significant innovation was the isolastic frame system, which mounted the engine in rubber to isolate vibration from the rider. This clever solution delivered a remarkably smooth ride, even at high revs, addressing a common complaint about big British twins. Visually, the Commando had presence: a muscular fuel tank, streamlined seat, and a sporty stance. It appealed not only to speed enthusiasts, but also to riders seeking comfort and refinement on longer journeys. 1969 Kawasaki Mach III H1. The Kawasaki Mach III H1 was the bike that shocked the world with its sheer, unrestrained power. Its 498 cubic centimeters two-stroke triple with ram air induction produced around 60 horsepower and pushed the bike to an incredible 125 miles per hour. Staggering performance for the late 1960s. What made the Mach III legendary and notorious was its explosive acceleration. Crack the throttle, and the front wheel would easily lift off the ground. Its ferocious power delivery earned it the nickname Widowmaker. As inexperienced riders quickly learned, this machine demanded respect. While its handling wasn't quite up to the level of its engine performance, the Mach III marked Kawasaki's arrival as the new performance leader, forcing competitors to step up and igniting a horsepower war that would define the next decade. 1969 Honda CB750. The Honda CB750 is often called the motorcycle that rewrote the rulebook. It was the first production bike to bring superbike performance to the masses, with its 736 cubic centimeter inline-4 SOHC engine producing about 67 horsepower and reaching 125 miles per hour. Numbers once reserved for race bikes or exotic machines. Its real revolution was democratizing technology: an electric starter, front disc brake, outstanding reliability, and easy maintenance, all offered at an affordable price. This made high performance accessible to ordinary riders and forced European and American manufacturers to catch up. Styling was equally iconic, with 4 gleaming exhaust pipes and clean, uncluttered lines that still look striking today. The CB750 sparked the era of the universal Japanese motorcycle and redefined what riders expected from a street bike. The 1960s were truly a golden age of motorcycling, a decade when manufacturers pushed the limits to build faster, bolder, and more unforgettable machines. From Italian elegance to German precision, British rebellion, and Japan's high-tech revolution, every bike on this list represents a moment when speed and freedom became one. Now it's your turn. Which of these legendary motorcycles would you most want to ride today? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share your favorite memories, and tell us which one deserves the top spot in your heart. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe for more deep dives into classic motorcycles, and share this video with fellow enthusiasts. Let's keep the spirit of the 1960s alive together.